What's up, everybody? This is Pigs and a Podcast. This is Benji.
I'm Will.
I'm John.
So what's up, everybody? Today on our actual...
What, it's our first episode?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
This is our legit first episode, which I'm a little nervous.
We're off to a great start.
Amazing.
We're gonna actually talk about one of our main favorite shows that we have been, well, not our favorite shows, but
it's everyone's favorite show right now.
It's definitely a big show right now that's just has influenced every freaking like social media outlet out there that I cannot like even turn a page without seeing.
That's right. We're talking about The Simpsons.
No, like, let me just say this right now. Like, dude, the memes that have come out from that, chef's kiss, dude. They're fucking amazing.
I haven't seen many. And I spend a lot of time on Reddit and I haven't seen very many. I've seen a couple, but not.
Well, I mean, like, I've seen them mostly like on Instagrams, and because I spend majority of my time like looking through it. As far as Reddit goes, I really haven't spent much time in it, but I can see why it's not happening on Reddit though, because like they're pretty old school and they'll bring in like, you know, old school memes and shit like that.
How dare you?
That's true though.
So, I don't have a Reddit account. I mean, is that a bad thing?
Hold on real quick. Just because we're kind of getting on a little tangent. We are, of course, talking about Squid Game. We never.
Did we not say
we
it
did
was,
not
No,
say
we did not say it. We did not say it.
Simpsons, and then we just kind of.
Yeah, we just kind of started going on a little
so we're
tangent.
talking about Squid Game.
Yeah,
it's actually Squid Game.
Netflix original Korean sci-fi. I get. Well, no, it's not sci-fi.
It's not sci-fi
But
anyway.
It's
drama.
drama. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's considered in the drama category on there.
I guess kind of thriller a little bit.
Yeah, it could be a thriller. I mean, like, you think about it, there is a lot of thrills.
It's definitely like an action film as well.
Yeah.
no?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's got all those goodies in there.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, like, I didn't know what the fuck the show was until I started seeing the memes, and I'm like, what the hell is this coming from? And then you guys had mentioned it. No, actually, I'm sorry. My boyfriend had first mentioned it to me, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, he's like totally into like a lot of the Korean stuff and like that, like K-dramas and all that jazz. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I watched the first episode, and I'm like, oh shit. And then you guys mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, I gotta fucking finish this up.
Honestly, the first episode for me is the strongest episode. That is like the best one. That red light, green light sets the tone for everything. Like the rest of the series is good, but it doesn't do what the first episode did for me. And it was just one of those like, damn, like they're playing for kind of keeps.
Yeah, definitely. Like that the impact that the ending, well, not even the ending, just like when the first game happens, the impact that happens after that, I was like, damn, that is like crazy, you know? And like, I was hooked after that. I was like wondering what's going to happen next. And then the ending of the episode just kind of left it open. And I'm like, I wonder what's going to happen.
I mean, usually that's how you know when an actual like show is gonna be like really, really good. Like it like when I first heard about it, it wasn't even hyped up. Like I first seen like that weird, like I think it's a painting, you know, like that old school painting of just like people walking. It's just stairs going up and down, like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and it had like all those weird like characters in it, because usually when I start like browsing Netflix, I usually judge its freaking like whole show on its title, you know, or like the picture image it has on it. So I was just like, Squid Game, like what the hell is this?
Like,
you know?
Benji,
and I went to go watch like something else.
Why are these people in pink jumpsuits?
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, this is just some crazy ass like show, you know, or whatever. But after, it wasn't even through the hype, but like I started reading the actual like description on like what the whole thing was. And I'm like, what the hell? Like this is actually like from South Korea, you know, and it's actually like sort of like a battle royale from what I read. And I was just like, oh, I gotta watch this. Just, and you know, when you get that nerd like urge to like, oh, this is the next thing I'm gonna watch, you know, and like I seriously just started like binge watching it like the next freaking like day. And from when I started watching it, it's just like you guys said, it's like that first freaking episode, man. Like it starts out with like these, like, of course, like it's basically like any like, Asian or like, how do you say, when they dub the it's basically,
Oh, you're
like
talking
English,
about like just like foreign,
English
like,
dubbed, know? And like you could tell like, it takes kind of used to, you kind of have to get used to like they're actually lip syncing to like the actual like
That's
like English and everything, even though it's like a different language. But I actually started watching it in English because a lot of people usually like when they watch like anime or they watch like something else, it's usually like Japanese with like basically subtitles, or like you want to watch it in Korean and it's gonna be like in English subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
Like even just with that, like, cause sometimes like I know this is gonna kind of like get people pissed at me, but it's just like, man, it's just not synchronizing with me, but like I just watched that first episode and I was just like, dude, the storyline just hit me so freaking hard with everything. So I'm just like, I just kept watching it and I'm just like, whoa, I gotta binge watch it. It's good.
So wait, you watched it, the first episode, you watched it with the English dub?
No, I watched all of it basically.
No, you watched all of it with English dub?
Yeah.
No, you mean dub?
Yeah, dub.
Yeah,
you watch it.
It's dubbed English, right? Like which is like somebody translating it in English,
and they're speaking it in English. Like there's voice acting.
Did you guys watch it any other way?
I watched it subbed, but right now the big thing is I guess the subs are really messed up. So apparently if you watch it in the original Korean with English subtitles, it's better to watch it with the standard subtitles as opposed to the closed caption ones, because the translation in the closed caption ones aren't being translated properly, or it's losing some of the like the context of what the original Korean is saying. So it's kind of actually taking away or altering the original like characters' personalities. So
it kind of reminds me of like when how they have like the caption for like Latin Americans, and then they have Spanish, and then it'll tell you. And like if I put like Spanish for my mom, it's all like people from Spain, talking.
Are you talking about like Spaniard?
Yeah, like Spaniard Spanish.
God.
They actually do have like two different options. And I'm not talking about Squid Games. I'm going like off tangent again, but like it's completely different, Like,
even like my experience before anime or any of that stuff with dubbing and subtitles is the old Godzilla movies. So like you watch those in the original Japanese with English subtitles, it's a very different experience watching it dubbed, because when you watch it dubbed, it becomes immediately like silly. It just becomes, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is kind of a funny movie, where in the original Japanese, they treat it a lot more seriously. Yeah. And it comes off, I mean, I get it. It's dudes in rubber monster suits, but it still comes off differently watching it.
What? Rubber suits?
Yeah.
You're lying.
It's like, no, you can't tell me that's not real. No, that's actually one of the reasons why, like, I mostly just end up watching a lot of like the foreign films with the original, like, language spoken, because it's like, also you have to, well, for me, at least personally, you have to kind of take in consideration the fact that like the way that they act, their voices and everything like that. I mean, a lot of times,
slang,
not even like the text or like the language itself, but just like their how they
the context,
the context of how they express themselves. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's like sometimes like the American dubbing doesn't really capture it, and that's one of the main reasons why when it comes to anime, I always listen to original Japanese voice acting and then just have the subtitles under it, because like Japanese voice acting, or at least voice acting for anime, is very different to the way that how like American dubs end up trying to portray it. And it doesn't just come off really well for me, at least.
Well, 100%. Like I started, think we're going a little off topic, but like, I'm just make this quick, but like usually like some of the first animes I ever watched were already dubbed in like English, but they were like
totally.
VHS tapes, which was like Akira, you know? And like, dude, it was like they were pronouncing like Kaneda's. I know it as Kaneda, but like they did a Pioneer different like dub version. His name's Kaneda.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, Kaneda. I'm like the country, you know? But yeah, that's that's the actual proper name to say that in English, you know, and like Tetsuo too, you know, and like that's just kind of like my 2 cents on like just how.
Well, there's something I kind of have that problem where like, yeah, when I first started watching anime, you know, the first exposure I had to it was whatever was brought over here, and it was already dubbed. Like for me, it was DBZ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot watch DBZ in the original Japanese because I can't get used to Goku's voice. I don't have a problem that it's a female voice actor. It's just that's not the Goku I grew up with. You know what I mean?
It was Japanese?
No. So when I first started watching DBZ,
right.
it's the American dub. So it's the you know, but like something like Attack on Titan, when I first watched it on Netflix, it was in Japanese, so I read the subtitles. And then I tried watching it dubbed, and it sounded horrible because it's just what I got used to. And so it's just one of those things where if I catch an anime, if I catch it in English first, chances are I'm going to keep going in English because that's what I'm used to. If I catch it in Japanese first, I'm going to keep going in Japanese because that's what I'm used to. Like, so I get that. I try to watch foreign media in the original language first. But, you know, it doesn't always work out that way.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, I've always been the kind of person that doesn't mind reading the subtitles. I mean, even on English films, I'll put subtitles simply because sometimes, like,
they talk low.
They'll talk low or something like that, or maybe like they talk a little bit too fast and you can't pick up on something. Like when I watched the Harry Potter films with fucking subtitles, because like Hagrid's fucking accent is thick as fuck, and I was like, what did you say, dude? You know,
You're
so
a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry. And so it's like a lot of stuff like that. It's just like, I can't fucking like, I would just simply like have the subtitles. Same thing with Shaun of the Dead too, because there's a lot of things that I misunderstood without the subtitles.
It's on random.
But it's that's like, I personally have just gotten used to like, just like reading subtitles in movies and films and all that stuff. So it's just like, for me, it's just a natural thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
But what are your first impressions of the
Squid Game?
Of the Squid Games show overall?
Dude, Squid Game to me, I mean, it's like you guys said, that first episode of just, okay, I'm going to just let everybody know there's going to be a lot of spoilers just because we're probably going to just break it down in the simplest forms of just giving you guys like the story of like basically what it's all about, you know?
I think we're going to try our best.
So spoilers alert to everybody.
Look,
you know?
It's the #1 thing on Netflix, and it has been for the past week, 2 weeks. If you haven't seen it now, look, I mean, you know, everyone else in the world is seeing it.
Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it.
I mean, like, hold off on listening to this podcast, watch the show, and then come back. I think that's the best advice that I can give you.
No, listen to the podcast.
I mean,
get spoiled. Watch it. Come back and yell at us.
I'm the angel on what is it? Is it usually on the left or the right side?
It doesn't matter.
And then John is the devil that's telling you to do otherwise. But definitely do watch the show whenever you get a chance.
So like I was saying, the first episode just tells you like the main character of how he's living his life, you know, how basically he's living with his mom and I guess he's divorced and all this other shit. And like it's simple like storytelling, but it just drives you straight into like, where the hell is this going, you know? And like basically like that whole part of him and like the connection with his mother just like straight up like just caught me because I'm really close to my mom. And like at first, you know how like they have he's a dick, you know? Like he's just like basically
he's the loser son.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like fucking horrible.
We all
like,
can relate.
he's taking all the money that his mom saved and going to the fucking horse racing, you know, like
He's stealing
bets.
from his mom. Like,
Yeah, he's basically stealing. And
Dude, the fucked up part is like, okay, so it's his daughter's birthday, right? And so then he's like, the mom is like, here, she likes fried chicken. He's like, it's her birthday. You're just going to get her fried chicken. What about the gift? And he's like, just trying to squeeze as much money out of her. I was like,
Milking it, dude.
that was horrible.
so you learn to like hate this like main protagonist from the beginning, and like it just, that one scene of just that, all the things just went so good because you're rooting for the fucking dude because he actually wins, you know? And then like all of a sudden, like he all of a sudden just loses it all, right? And then you find out, oh, not only is this dude like in debt with his mom and wasting his mom's money, but he fucking owes like the mafia, or I think it's the mafia at least, or the way they kind of describe it, like a bunch of fucking money.
I think it was like loan sharks or something like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I didn't get a chance to look it up, and I do want to. Apparently, if you owe money, you can sign your organs away, because that seemed to be
what
like
they made him do.
Yeah, again, I'm not trying to be like culturally or racially insensitive. That's my takeaway from my one viewing of the series. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I need to. But everyone kind of seemed to be like, well, yeah, you can have a kidney, because, you know, like there was paperwork for it. So, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how that works out.
And then the dude's like, I want your fingerprint in blood.
Yeah. So again, I don't know if it's a thing just for this show or
I get the
what,
feeling that
but
it might have been just for the show, but then again, this is coming from someone who knows nothing about it either.
Yeah.
Like, I have an ignorant point of view when it comes to
I
that.
truly doubt they really do that. I think it was kind of illegal what they did, but I guess, I don't know if it's something that they will take in consideration
you
with
can
like
live
a
with one
contract
kidney.
in Korea. But like, it seemed pretty like, dude, if it's just like they say, you know, like if you're owing money to like to Italian mafia here or something, like back like in the casino days, like they'll take your fucking legs, you know, or like something. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
But literally, they'll break your fucking legs. Like,
That's
they
what I'm
won't-
saying. You can live with one kidney. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
look, give us the kidney and an eye, and we'll call it even. It's like, how about I just keep jacking off into a cup and you sell my sperm? You know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know. I gotta look into that.
That scene though, like with the freaking needle, and he's gonna stick it up the dude's freaking nose. Like, I was like, because that's basically like when he starts crying, he's like, oh, I just don't like to see you like beg or like suffer, you know? So like, we got this proposition. And it's like, dude, this shit's going into like Italian freaking like straight up like horror, you know?
Here's the thing though, like one of the things, like, okay, like I might not be remembering it that well, but like the fact that he was like telling him like, I can cut your nose, or I can get you to sign something, right? That was the whole point,
Where
right?
he's sticking the actual needle up his nose.
Yeah,
or
but
is it nose or
It's a
eye?
knife. It's a knife. Yeah, and he has it like to his nose.
To his nose?
Yeah, he's gonna stick it up his like.
Because he was telling him like, do you know how many blood vessels are in the nose?
Yeah.
So he was like trying to make him like, he was basically going to torture him either way to submit to signing off his fucking kidney in his eye.
And what does he do? He punches him to make him bleed and breaks his nose.
Yeah,
And
because remember, he even brings
Yeah.
out a bowl to collect the blood. Remember, like, right?
I don't remember. to be
Yeah,
honest.
because
I
he's
don't
like,
remember that.
because he tastes the dude's blood. I thought
Oh yeah, he tastes
and then
it like a weirdo.
I'm pretty sure there was a bowl involved where like he holds the bowl to the
No.
dude's face. No,
I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't remember. I don't want to disagree with that.
Yeah.
that might just be a wet dream I had then.
But I know
Oh,
he's
that
like,
sounds fun.
I don't have a pen, and he's just like, oh, you got plenty of ink here, and like
Yeah,
he
he's
hits
blood.
him again, and I don't know if that actually happens, but like, yeah, he puts his finger like, he's like, you got ink right here, and like
Yeah.
makes his
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that for sure. Yeah. Or he punches him a second time, I think, on the.
Pretty
on the
sure
nose.
there was a bowl. I don't know now. The bowl might have just
But
been the one.
he
in my
did
hand.
fucking taste his blood, and it was just kind of
Yeah.
weird how he fucking did that.
Oh, so good for
It's like,
fries.
bro.
Should we bring that up in the podcast?
No, we shouldn't.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, it's like, dude, like, just think about it. It's like all fucking like, it's
It's
bodily.
like that one part in The Simpsons. dude, where like they give Homer blood. It's in a bowl. And remember, he's just like, Dad. Like Lisa's like, it's actually a Treehouse of Horrors episode. And it's basically Mr. Burns is like Dracula, remember? And like, they're giving them actual blood for like dinner. And then Lisa's like, Dad, this is actual blood. And then Homer just gets the bowl and just drinks. He's like, but it's free blood.
And I honestly don't remember.
No, dude. I kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been such a long time since I'm not gonna lie. It's been quite a while since I last watched The Simpsons. So.
And see, like I said in the beginning, we're talking about The Simpsons.
Oh man, this podcast will always have a lot of Simpson references because a bunch of us grew up in the 90s just to warn everybody. And
that is very true.
Everybody.
We're all old.
Wait, do you think The Simpsons are going to fucking make like a little parody of the Squid Game?
Oh, yeah, they probably will. They probably do a couch gag. Probably,
yeah, most likely,
sure.
right? Because I mean...
Yeah, I think the couch gag would be the easiest because the easiest thing would be to do them in the pink jumpsuits walking through the staircase leading to the couch.
Oh, that would be cool. And Halloween's coming up too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you hear about all the Vans? Like Vans has had the most like purchases of white, just like simple like slip-ons in history.
That makes sense because that's what they're wearing.
Squid Game.
Oh, because they're gonna dress
because they're already getting their cosplay ready, dude.
I'd be down to dress up as one of the pink dudes. I'm down with that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I'd fucking be down for that shit.
I actually would want to be dressed up as the winner though, and put like a wig on.
You're gonna need your red ass hair.
Red ass hair.
Spoilers.
No, that's what he like. That's when he's wearing a suit.
They've been warned about the spoilers already.
No, I just want a pink jumpsuit and that mask. I want to be like
with the PlayStation logo on it.
Yeah, I want to be the squares are the main ones, right?
Yeah, they're higher rank.
As long as I'm not the circle.
Is it?
It's square is the highest, then triangle, then O. O are the grunts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they call them like
because I know he gets a
managers
hold
or something like that. Like I forgot what they call them, but yeah.
So which ones are the least ones?
So it's a circle or the
circle,
super grunts?
square, and then triangle.
No,
there's no
circle, triangle, because triangles are generally the one with the guns, and then the squares are the ones calling the shots. Generally, and then you have the face man, or was the face man or the front man?
The front man. Yeah, and then after that, it's just. It goes on and
it's just those weird animal
to beginning
ass people.
So like what I was gonna say is like on going into that like in the beginning like you have that they're showing the guy what's his name Kyun or something I
don't remember the names.
I know that it's Kyun but I don't know how to pronounce it unfortunately but dude he just like seemed like a complete piece of shit from the beginning. And then from there, dude, my favorite part is like, I fucking called it too in my head when he wins his winnings and he's going out and he bumps into, what's her name? Sae-byuk. That's the chick.
That's the North Korean chick, right?
Yeah, the North Korean chick. He bumps into her and I was like, oh, he lost the money.
You actually knew it?
I fucking felt it. Like, it was just like, he lost the money. Like, it was just too coincidental. Cause like, they fucking do that exchange of eyes. And it's like, oh, she took the money. And it was just like,
that is true.
I just kind of like predicted it for myself right then and there. And then everything just,
You know what? Then that just proves how dumb I am. Cause when I seen that scene, I never made the connection that like she stole from him. Yeah, I was just like, oh damn, his coat had a hole in it. I never was like, oh, she made, you know what I mean? And so when it got later in the episodes in the series, and he's like, you took my money or whatever, and I'm like, wait, what? Like what? And then when they would flash back to him, like, oh, that's her. I was like, I need to pay more attention. Like I was, but at least for me, it's kind of hard for me to focus on the faces on the screen and then go back to reading real quick. Mm-hmm. I have a bad habit of just focusing on the words more than what's going on. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the killing, you could just focus on the killing because it's screaming and stuff like that. But yeah, it took me like an episode or two to realize like, oh, she stole from him.
Well, because they don't show that she's slitting people's pockets
Yeah.
until she confronts that guy that she pays for, like,
Oh yeah, the guy that she's trying to get her.
she's trying to get her money back.
He's
from
basically
Ryder.
a Korean coyote. Essentially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. You know,
That scene was so badass, dude. That's when you
Coffee's
know
in the
she's a badass, dude.
yeah, for real. That coffee in the face. I was like, oh fuck yeah, do it. Let's go. It's like slit his throat.
Would she have a switchblade, right? Or is it just a regular knife?
I think it was just a knife.
It's a regular knife.
I like that about the series too, where it's like they gave you just enough backstory on the characters to be like, you know, like, okay, these people are interesting, and just enough to have kind of like a connection and understand their motivation, but not too much to where like
it
like
gave
you could like kind of
they didn't waste time focusing too much on the characters. You know what I mean?
They gave you enough information,
and then they gave you just enough
to sympathize for those characters
and on the right
put your
characters.
shoes in them.
Like they didn't tell you about that gangster character, really. You know what I mean? So, and then the one too that at least I don't remember, that one kind of crazy chick.
The slutty one?
Yeah, the one where it's just like, you know, like,
what was her name? Mignon?
I don't remember.
Or something like that.
Like I said, I don't remember any of the names. But the kind of I liked her. I felt bad for her.
She was fucking amazing.
I actually connected to that character a lot more than I thought I would. I felt bad for her.
I like the gangster though too. Though
I loved him.
Yeah,
he's a badass, honestly too. But he was a
good villain.
Yeah,
he's a good villain because he wasn't 100. And that's the thing in this. You know what? I think the only real piece of shit was that dude with glasses. The dude that ripped off his. I know the main character ripped off his mom.
Sang-woo.
Yeah, the one that like
the friend of
the one that, you know, he graduated university.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
was
his
in America.
That's his like best friend.
Yeah,
after,
his like
right?
kind of I don't know about childhood friend, but yeah, they went to school.
Yeah, it is
and stuff
childhood
together.
friend.
Yeah.
My bad. It's not.
He was
it's
the
not even
only
his
real
best
piece of
friend,
shit.
Yeah.
Because like he threw the Indian dude under the butt. Like he was just like,
No, he's Pakistani.
Guy, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Pakistani.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was Indian. Okay,
Ali.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy. He's like.
Dude. Oh yeah.
I just found out that like his name, like, because it was Ali something, right? It had something to do with like his religion, on how like the story like basically happened on betrayal, and that's basically what happens to him in there, you know.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think of it? Like going in from like that point in the first episode into him, like going to the scene where he actually like confronts that guy on playing this. Is it considered the Squid Game when they're actually slapping those envelopes?
No, the Squid Game is the one with that square triangle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. That's
That's
right. That's right. Yeah.
That's the Squid Game.
No, I think what he's trying to say, like, did the game start, or did they automatically start playing the whole contest once they started playing that? What was it that where they basically play pods?
I think it was a recruitment, right?
Yeah, that was recruitment.
The slapping of the envelopes.
Like, okay, so you won this much money playing this game. You could potentially win a shit ton more if you call this number.
Mm-hmm.
So, they left it up to those people. Because if you remember, once they all start playing, and after the red light, green light game, they all vote to end the game, right? And so ultimately when they all come back, there's a line where not everyone came back. Not all the original players from when it first started came back.
Well, yeah, because they
didn't want to die, because it's all fucked up. But, so it's there. There's no contractual obligation. Like they said, we didn't force you. It's your choice, and they were, oddly enough, respectful of that. So I don't think it started when they're playing that game where they.
No, that's not what. I don't know why. It's just because I think I saw something on social media and it said, these guys are playing Squid Game out here. And it's like, there's actual, like, this Korean actors going out there and like playing the slapping of the envelopes.
Oh, I forgot.
And like,
I forgot
these guys are playing Squid Game out here. And it's like,
I get.
It's just, they're just saying
it's
it.
the meme of it where
the meme of it.
But I think the actual like Squid Game is the one, that big square with the triangle and the circle.
Yeah, and that is true.
Because that's how they start off the series. Like,
that's how they start the show.
And it's like, it's, you know, this is Squid Game, blah, 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 blah. And they talk about the rules and stuff like that. And I think it's just, the series is just called Squid Game because that's the last child's game.
Yeah. And I already knew it from the beginning, dude. When they start playing those games, you're like, and like they're introducing the newer games and everything, and you're just like, that last one is just gonna be like the actual fucking Squid Game.
Yeah.
And like it's foreshadowing into it, you know? But
so let me ask you this. So the guy in the very beginning in the black and white scene, those kids playing the Squid Game, do you think it's that old dude with a brain tumor?
No. That was Guillermo and Sang-woo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. He says it because remember, he's explaining how they call it what was it? The something, the winner would be called the something. I forgot what it was. But that's what it was. Like, that was them as children playing.
Okay. I didn't, like I said, I guess.
No, but I totally get where you're coming from. Cause I mean, like, at the end, like, you're kind of confused about it. Cause like, you end up figuring out that it's someone who's like, you know, it's one of the characters. You know? One of the things that I liked in the first episode, how like when everyone's all fucking like trying to get out of it, or like telling them like, or they're basically saying like, oh, we're being held against our will. And then they just show the video of every single person just getting slapped for the money. It's like, you guys are here because you want to be here. It's like, you owe me this much. You owe me this much. You owe me this much. And then you're just seeing everyone just getting slapped. That was like fucking crazy, dude.
That scene with the main character just getting slapped all the time. And like a bunch of them weren't even like going as far as him to like, because he was getting slapped so much because he was losing so much. Like you could see in those scenes that you're talking about that they gave up before as many times of winning as that guy did. And they got carded after that to participate.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, that's the show just basically lures your ass in like to that point where you're like, what's happening, you know? And then it goes to the point where it's like, here's this card. Just meet us here and we'll pick you up. And
for me, that scene where he's just getting slapped, the shit slapped out of him, like that, for me, that's like a perfect, just
great cinematography, dude.
That, and it's like the perfect thing for just addiction, because you're going through so much shit just for the potential
desperation
of just this reward. You know what I mean? That's addiction.
I mean, like,
and that's what money, though. Yeah. It has a lot to do with money.
That's what I'm saying, though, because it's like you said, desperation, and it really kind of helps you feel for the main character, because it's like this dude is just taking hit after hit for just, and you feel bad for him, but then you don't. But at the end of the day, it's like this dude has kind of a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His addiction is gambling.
Not just that, but does that happen before or after him trying to get a gift for his daughter? Because it's obviously his birthday.
No, that was after.
That was after, yeah.
It was after then.
Yeah.
So all of that, he had gotten that little, like, that gun that's a lighter for his daughter that he didn't know was in the package, because just that scene machine as well, man. Like with the little kid who knows what's up with those freaking
with the little
claw
fucking
games, in Korea. And like he gets that, I want that one. It's like a special wrap. Like it's a nice little perfect package for him to like give this present to his daughter, which I don't know why the fuck he never even opened it, but
he did.
Before giving it to his daughter.
Yeah, he never opened it before giving it to his daughter or anything of that sort.
But I think we're going like into way too much detail.
I mean, we're going into too much detail into episode 1.
We're so in love with this show.
Well, we haven't honestly like really moved on from the first episode.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I know, dude. We're gonna turn it into those podcasts where they're doing one actual like, what is it, like 20 seconds of like certain movies. Have you heard about those podcasts? Like they do the first minute and they just talk about it like throughout the whole podcast. Is like 2 hours long.
Oh, what the
fuck? Maybe we're turning that shit into this, but
probably.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't know. It's like, well, I mean, that just shows how interesting the game. I mean, like,
we're not gonna go into like detail on just pinpoint every like scene of this movie, but we are going to actually spend a while just talking about our favorite scenes. And so after all these detail like things that we said already has happened, it basically goes into the actual freaking like meeting up somewhere, and then these people end up in these crazy jumpsuits, and they go into vans, they're put to sleep, and they end up in this crazy boat that ships them out to this island, which always reminds me of one of my favorite freaking mangas and movies called Battle Royale. And
Is it a manga?
It is.
Yeah,
it originally started as a lot of anime starts off as a manga anyway, so.
Well, no, it wasn't.
The majority.
Was it made into an anime?
What was?
Battle Royale?
No, I said movie. I didn't say anime, did I?
No, but because I just know it.
You said manga and movie.
Yeah.
Because I know
it went to.
I know the movie's based off a book.
It's a manga.
It's a manga.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Battle
a
Royale.
book.
Is it?
Yeah,
really?
but it's like mangas that turn into like. Oh, really? Was it? Is it really?
I didn't know that it was a book.
It's a novel.
No, but it's a
shit.
It's
No. It's
really?
a novel. Like it's a thick ass novel.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't know that there was a manga.
No, there is a manga of
That's
it.
a
Yeah.
fact.
Okay,
But there is a manga of it.
okay,
I didn't know there was a book.
There's also like a very like thick novel.
Was Squid Game out of a book? No, it was just
It's his original
story. Yeah.
story, but it's inspired by stuff like Battle Royale and other kind of survival genre like anime manga type things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I remember, like as far as Battle Royale goes, I remember because I had a friend in middle school who was reading the manga for Battle Royale, and I remember this.
I heard about that in elementary too, dude.
Yeah,
like it was actually Battle Royale has been it was like probably like in the early or late 90s, man. Like
it's old as fuck, that's for sure. But like I'm telling you, like back in middle school, like.
But I didn't watch the movie until like later on.
Yeah, same here. Like I just
knew about the actual manga and everything back then.
But I mean, you could totally tell that this show is just like heavily inspired by that.
Definitely, dude, because that's what it is. It's basically they don't really tell you until like they discover that, and it's funny because you guys said that one thing where they all voted themselves out after that first game of that. Well, let's talk about that first doll game, dude, where they all basically. Okay, because I really want to talk about that
real quick. So, it's based on the 1999 novel, by
late 90s and
Koshun Takami. I highly doubt I'm saying that right, but so it's based off of a actual novel. So. What if it was adapted to like manga after that? I don't know.
I think it is.
I know
when they say novel, okay, this is just a general question. Like I probably sound like a straight up noob. I don't want to go XXX rated with my language here, but
he doesn't want to.
When
curse.
they say novel, you think like it wouldn't be considered manga then at all, would it?
No.
Okay.
So it would be like
it's a
Jurassic Park is based off a novel.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be manga. I don't think it would be considered.
I was about to ask who wrote that. I used to have his name on top of my head, but my sister always used to read those books too. So, let's just keep on going with.
So the first game is essentially a red light, green light, and everyone's playing it thinking it's like just like we're just playing a little kiddie game, and then someone fucks up, and then you hear. And then it's like bodies just start piling.
So this game basically is like.
So does that mean what we heard earlier? Were people playing Squid Games?
Oh my god! Stop it.
Okay, my bad.
So just a reference to what John just said. I live in the LA area, and we heard gunshots earlier, and like that's not Squid Game. That's just how fucking ghetto it can get here sometimes.
Our childhood.
Hey,
Squid Game.
You never know.
I get some pretty bad flashbacks here, especially me that I've legitly survived 3 drive-bys living here in this territory.
I mean, the same thing. Where I grew up with my grandma, there was quite a bit. I remember when I was in elementary school. This is not the podcast for that, but yeah, let's go back to
because the 90s here in LA they were pretty violent back then.
I mean, like,
early 90s, actually, yeah.
I can't say that I experienced exactly the same thing that you guys have. I mean, I think what I experienced in my childhood, as far as like, just gang violence and as a whole, East LA had fucking East LA in the South.
Yeah, you hear about it, huh? Stay away.
Were the worst places to be in. I mean, I live more towards the center of it, so like whatever did happen over there wasn't really that bad. But like hearing, like I remember back when I was a kid, like say going to East LA or South Central. Now it's called what? South LA. So
no.
it's like,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like going like mentioning South Central was like, oh shit, that's like a really bad area, or East LA is really bad, and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. So, and that's me coming from living like close to downtown and stuff like that.
Try going to the LAUSD public system in school here.
Oh my God, I can imagine.
Almost. Oh, you know what? We're going too deep.
Yeah, we're talking too much about it.
Oh, let's go back to Squid Game. Okay, so this game, like basically that they're doing is it's a motion sensor game, and basically when it's this big, crazy little Korean girl robot that they show, and like nobody knows. They basically tell everybody the premise of what the game is, right? And it's like you need to run when you don't hear the music.
No, while you hear the music, you run. As soon as the music stops, you stop.
And you can't move whatsoever.
Per the rules of red light, green light.
Nobody know what the hell's going to happen, But that one scene with that one dude, like they make it all like...
I mean,
they make it so secretive of like what happens to him, And then, so they all running, blah, blah, blah. Some guy fucks up, and like he's still kind of moving when the music stops, and you just hear fucking like East LA gunshots. And you're like, what? Oh fuck! I know what that is. So I'm just like,
that whole scene where it's just where everyone realizes what the fuck happened, and it's just panic. And everyone starts freaking out and freaking out. And then the game is just like, no, we're still playing. And it's just people are getting mowed down. Yeah. And you're like, there is no mercy whatsoever. Like, there is no pause.
Well, because
like it's an online game. You're like
they're locked in.
Exactly.
There.
It's like, nah, mom, I can't pause this game. It's online. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
What I thought. I was like, not now. I can't fucking pause. And yeah, it's exactly that. Like, you're just, it's one of those things where like, I put myself in that position. It's like, I'm pretty sure I would have been dead.
But the thing is like you said, they realized that guy got fucking shot and killed, while fucking like losing the game. And when they start piling, like running to the fucking gates to try to leave that place, dude, it's like a fucking like massacre, dude. Like
fish in a barrel.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it was. Fish in a barrel.
And like people were just like, I guess there was just so many of them to be shot and killed. Like some of them,
because they started off with like over 400 players.
Wasn't it 452 or 462 something like that?
Because the main character was the very last number, wasn't he? I think he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And you're just like, dang.
And you know what you're saying is like, they were all killed. They weren't, because I think it was that episode at the end when the shape people, the ones in the pink jumpsuit, when they're loading them up in the coffins. Remember, one of them is still alive, and they just still incinerate them. So like, they don't give a fuck. Once you're out of the game.
No, dude, you're wrong. Because they all need to be killed or shot, and that's their responsibility. The guys that they were keeping alive were being actually like underground, like
not all of them though. Not all of them.
No, but that's the premise of them keeping it alive. They weren't supposed to be kept alive at all. They just have to be shot and killed on the spot.
But the thing was, in the first episode, before they got deeper into it and showing that was one of, because there was one of them
right.
that was,
they don't explain that part
and they just, you see the dude, he nail guns the thing closed while whoever was in there was still alive.
Like, it's brutal.
He puts his fucking hand in whoever's person's hand inside it, and just
and then he goes into the incinerator. Actually, no,
because you don't know.
Because remember, they fall through the incinerator. So whether they were incinerated or not, we don't know. But it's you get shot. Even if you're shot in the leg, you're out of the game. You know what I mean? Even if it's like an injury you can keep playing with, you're asked
No,
out.
you're done.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you get shot, you're fucked up.
You're
Just in general.
fucked up in general. But I mean, like, the thing is, it's like there was no kill confirm or anything of that sort. So it was just like, yeah, he's out. Just fucking, put him in a coffin and they'll bleed out eventually or something like that. You get me?
Well, I wonder though, like, let's say one of the snipers messed up their shot and you took one to the shoulder or whatever, right? And you laid there for like a round or two and you were able to get up and finish the game.
No, John, you're going too deep into this.
No,
Like,
but
they're-
I'm saying-
they're like professional sharpshooters, okay?
They weren't though, because there's people still alive.
No, but not only that, but think about it this way. Like, how the hell are you going to be walking around continuing the game with a fucking like gunshot wound on your, like, they already
That
know
is
that.
true though. Like I can think about
Even
that,
if
but
that
that's
sort of
just
situation-
going too deep into
Yeah, like even if that sort of situation happened, like you've been shot,
I mean,
you've been
eventually
tagged.
you would probably die from
It's-
blood loss and stuff. But if you didn't, I guess theoretically you can continue the game.
No, you can't because you've already been eliminated. Though.
No, but you haven't, because if you cross that line, like if you're not dead, you're still in the game.
they'll
Right?
just take another shot.
Stop moving.
No, because they had guns there, and were they executing the people who were? Oh no, it was actually
It was all just from the roof.
because later on they
ceiling
actually
wall.
get people with like SMGs in there, right? And then like they just finish off whatever the rules of the games are.
Mm-hmm.
But that fucking scene, like just seeing it just in perspective, and just seeing that crazy, creepy horror kid.
Yeah.
Just basically like synchronizing like their motion sensory, like that's just, I think that's kind of one of the big parts why this got so big, don't you think? Like because it's like a little girl scanning them, and then like they're all taking advantage of hiding behind other players, and finding finding the loopholes through it, and like
I think it's because it's one of those shows where you can easily be like, what would I do? Like,
Yeah.
What's the kind of player I would be? And we all want to be like, like I would try to help people, but at the end of the day, we ain't helping anyone.
I mean, it's just like one of those things where it's like you never know how you're going to be in that situation or anything. of that
Just
sort.
so you know, I'm killing you both to survive.
Okay, fuck you,
dude, if you're in front of me, like I'm gonna stay
Like, look,
behind you.
okay, honestly, well, you know what? I don't know.
You don't know what you would do in that sort of situation?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if Will died.
Yeah, of course. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, so we went into such a tangent of just talking about that first episode because it honestly, that first episode is really what Squid Game was really all basically the premise of what the whole story was.
Let me interrupt you with that. One of the best scenes of that episode for me was when like the gangster Tuksu, when he's like getting fucking like screwed over.
Badass.
He like when the fucking Filipinos are coming over to him and he's like, "Welcome to Korea." He's like, "Fuck you." Oh no, he slashes a dude. Oh my God. That fucking amazing. He just fucking goes in, just like, and just fucking stabs him multiple times. He takes him down to the ground, and those fuckers could have easily just shot him.
Oh,
up.
that's that scene from the bridge.
Yeah, the rich scene.
Yeah, because the
That
guy
was the second
who's-
episode,
Was
wasn't
it the episode? Second?
Because the first episode was just the main character's kind of background.
You're right.
Yeah, it was because after the first episode, no. It's the second episode where they vote.
Yeah, because that's when they
Where
come
they
back
leave.
and he's like,
Yeah.
he's telling him, he's trying to get, never mind, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's the second
But that
episode.
scene overall for me
Yeah,
was
but
like,
still,
fucking
like, we're
amazing.
not going into like
Yeah.
just the first episode. Like, what?
No, but
to
I'm
the
just
last-
trying to kind of clarify.
Yeah, clarify that was in the second
But you
episode.
basically like even those first two episodes, you just already know like what the whole like the complex like meaning of what the story's going into, and like they start introducing more characters and they start like making you like feel for like everyone, and you want all of them to fucking survive, and it's just like,
Do you though? Because the
No.
gangster.
yeah, I didn't want that Pakistani dude to
No,
die.
okay, but the gangster. Did
But
you
the
want him?
gangster-
I wanted him to live too.
I
Until he
didn't.
started acting like until he started doing that shit with the last game.
Nah, he was a dick from the beginning, and I just like I love the fact that he was such a good villain. You get me?
Yeah.
Because I love to hate him. If you get me,
But maybe I'm just such a like
you're just a
villain.
douchebag.
I wanted him to fucking win, dude.
No, look, I get that because I always root for the villain, but and again, not to take away from the series or anything, because I really
villain.
enjoyed it. But yeah, he was a good villain, but he was also a very stereotypical villain. You know what I mean? It's one of those where it's like, well, this dude's such a douchebag that, like, at the end of the day, you know he's not going to survive.
He's all for himself.
Yeah. So he wasn't. His character, there was nothing really special or original about his character.
You just said that you'd fucking kill both of us earlier.
Yeah, I know.
That's how I would be.
But you wouldn't expect
I'd be like,
that
screw all
from
you
me.
motherfuckers.
But he's a
Nah, I'm just
gangster,
kidding.
so you expect that from him. You know what I mean?
That's very true. But you know what? One of the things that really carried how, like, you fucking love the character, or at least for me, like, I love the how shitty of a villain he was the fact that, like, the way that he interacted with everyone else, and even like that lady that he hooked up with, how he just fucking betrayed her, but then she fucking added onto it, like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck you up at the end, you know? It's just like, it added onto, like, because he showed moments of fear.
Well, and that is because they got into his head where it's like, are you sure you can trust your guy? You know what I mean? And that's the one thing I liked about him, where, well, not him, but like the way they did his character, where he wasn't like this unstoppable force, where he had like all these powerful dudes like on his side, because he still had that worry of, at the end of the day, yes, I'm using everyone, but I still don't know that they're not using me.
I mean, that's why
So,
I don't think that, I mean, like, yes, the way that maybe he was portrayed was like a typical villain, but ultimately, and then he didn't get the same treatment as far as story wise.
Yeah.
Because they could have just like run with him being a gang leader and just left it as it is, you know?
Okay. And this is going to be my whole thing about, like, the whole, okay, you could be very sympathetic with the characters that you're getting introduced with in the whole movie, my show. But in the end, there's only one fucking person that's going to be standing, and you could be as caring and loving as you want. But, like, it's just like the guy who graduated from, like, what's that character's name? Sung-woo.
He was the worst character.
He was the smartest character, dude.
When I say the worst, he was the biggest piece of shit in that room.
He's not. You want to know why he's not? He told everybody they can majorly vote out because he read all of everything that was on that contract. And that's how they all ended up fucking leaving from the beginning, dude. Because they voted everyone out. Remember? He's the guy who said, you guys...
What was it, clause 3?
After that first game, everybody didn't want to play it no more until they show the money, you know? And motherfuckers were just like, damn. Like, it just shows their fucking, like, their greed.
But it was just
like, he told everybody, if we have a majority vote to this, from what I read, then we could all leave. And they voted that. And it's just like that old man says in the end, he's like, you guys had a choice to have never came back to it.
I mean, that's essentially how he washed his hands, though. Because, like, he's the last vote that votes no. And that's him essentially washing his hands and basically saying, like, I'm letting these people go out. If they come back in, that's on them. Because remember, he's ultimately the creator of the game and everything. Well, not the creator. Yeah, did he create it?
No, it wasn't the old man that told him.
No, the old man was the final vote that got him out.
Yeah.
And so then in his head, that's how he washed his hands away from it. He didn't feel guilt afterwards because he already gave him a chance to go out. But then they came back in.
Well, that's the weird thing about spoilers. Okay. So the old 001.
His name is Ilnam, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I already forgot his name after you told me, so I'm just
Ilnam.
Ilnam.
Oh.
Ilnam.
Okay. So he is the mastermind behind Squid Game. Spoiler.
Is he the main guy, or
he's the one that started it?
Oh, really?
He's the one that they said where he went to the other, like, I guess, investors or whatever, and be like, "This is what we're gonna do."
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure if he was the one who created it.
Oh, so it's not that he's washing his hands. His whole thing is fairness. And remember, there's that one game where, was it
the marble?
The marble game?
Yeah.
Where that one chick, the kind of crazy chick, didn't get picked because she didn't have a team. Right? And nothing happened to her.
She skipped it for free.
Because the whole premise of it was, we're not about that whole unfairness, like not choosing someone because of whatever reason. So you, because you're the outcast, you lucked out, you get to survive, you win this game automatically. So for me, of course, I forgot his name already, 001 is going to vote no because he wants everyone to be fair. That's the most neutral, impartial vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, that makes sense.
No, I mean, like, it's not impartial vote no matter what, because you are making a stance on whether you want to, like, if you're the last one to vote on a split, on an even 50-50 split, or you're the tiebreaker, you're making the ultimate choice of whether you want to continue the game or not. So, like, he had every incentive
but at the end of the day, it's not his choice because he's not, yes, he's a player, but he's not a real legitimate player.
No, I know, but that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that's how he washed his hands by saying, like, I didn't choose for you. You guys chose for yourselves to come back. So that's how he's like, he basically,
okay, I get what you mean.
You get me? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So like that, and it's perfect. I mean, it's the best way to fucking, like, for starters, just to like trick your audience into thinking that this character is actually someone that, you know.
But he's not the one that I was saying was the biggest piece of shit.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about like him being a piece of shit. I'm just like, I just like how that, like, once you finish the whole show and then you come back to it and he's like, you realize that he was the final vote and he's the one who sent everyone back. Like, you can't, at least for me, I can't help but think that he did it simply because it's like, from the get-go, from the beginning of the game, they tell him, you guys are here because you want to be here. And he gave him a second chance afterwards he gave him like
that second chances that makes me like so like, it makes me like actually like sympathize with like how they are all fucked, you know, because they knew from the beginning of after what they were pointed out that they were going to either fucking live or die.
Yeah.
And so, but that's the other thing too, is yes, I guess technically how you're saying he washes his hands of what he's quote unquote done and put him through, but also he hasn't for the most part because he knows all these people are in such a desperate state that guess what? Most are going to come back to play again.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like either way, it kind of didn't matter what he was going to vote. Mm-hmm. But, you know, in interest of fairness and in terms of philosophy of what he's doing and the game itself, mm-hmm. he's going to vote no. Because he still knows they're going to come back. Because
of that law that he said that nobody's going to be socially discriminated in the game.
Yeah. But he knows deep down, is like, these people have no other option.
Killed,
yeah.
You know?
But so to him, it doesn't matter. Like, he can comfortably vote, yes, let's end the game.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter.
And they know after that second.
Well, I mean, like, he made, what you call it? What was it? How do you call it? When you're doing something, he made a vote based on principle, on the fact that he's trying to be, make sure that it's them making their choice one way or another. He knows, though? Like, it is. I mean,
because I still feel that, like, yes, you can say it like on principle and in terms of like fairness, but also, like I said, he knows that these people are in such a desperate state that they literally some of them have nothing to go back to.
Mm-hmm. But honestly, that's exploitation as well.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So he's not that innocent.
No. Spied on, you know, and they all know they have shitty lives and everything. So that's for what him, the cop discovers, remember? And
so him voting no, let's end the game doesn't matter because in the back of his mind, he's like, I can vote no.
I know the outcome of it.
Yeah, I still feel very comfortable that most of these people are coming back.
I agree with you on that, but it's like, you know how sometimes like people just to try to absolve themselves, not like have a general people absolve them, but just for them to feel good about themselves is like, well, I gave them the choice. You get me? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that ultimately in the end, the people were going to come back no matter what, because even he himself said it. Sometimes it's better. Like out here, I don't like, what was it? In there, I have a chance. Out here, I don't. He told Gihun.
But still, like, even that, I don't even think he's absolving him. Because if you really wanted to absolve himself, he's like, all right, you guys voted out.
It's like, it's him like him trying to confirm to himself that he's absolving them. He's not getting an absolution from external.
That's true.
I don't think he's looking for like a clear conscience or anything though.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need a clear conscience. He doesn't need anyone else besides himself to kind of like, you get me, like confirm that he did something good. You get me?
I don't even think that he's doing it out of like a sense of trying to of saying that he did something good.
Oh no, I mean, like I expressed myself wrong or wrong about that, but it's just like one of those things where it's like he's just trying to. I think he ultimately, in the end, he's trying to convince himself that everyone is getting a chance, no matter what, and that everyone is making a choice about whether they want to play the games or not, even though in the back of his head he probably knows that it's not true.
He's technically playing by his own rules.
Yeah.
But his rules are still skewed.
Rules,
yeah, they're still skewed to
Okay, so we've been talking about Squid Games, which is like a really, really fucking great show.
It just shows how much we can talk about.
Yeah, we could go on like literally hours talking about this awesome fucking show. And I just we're gonna kind of move on. And I just want to say everybody should really watch this show because it's been like literally, this is like my top fucking show. I was saying movie. Because, I mean, you could really sort of, like, consider it a movie as well. A very long movie. And, of the year. Like, honestly. Even, like, for a fucking good time. Because, I mean, I watched good shit this year. But it's just, nothing comes close to this. And I'm really, really, really hoping they make a second season. And I hope it doesn't suck. Because you know what they say about the second movie. Man, expectations are really high about something that's really viral and really good. Like, it just never meets the...
I was gonna say, like, don't Netflix shows like usually suffer in the second season?
They probably might get canceled. You know, that's what I hate about Netflix.
Well, what Netflix series has really? Okay, the
Castlevania.
I never watched it.
How dare you?
I know.
You uncultured swine.
The one that comes to mind for sure for me personally, don't hate or whatever, is Stranger Things. I love the first season. Second season was boring as fuck. I didn't even bother with the third. I tried and I just garbage.
You gotta understand, like when there's a second to anything, like it never reaches people's expectation unless
that's not true. That's not true.
Well, it's not just that. It's just like if it was really good, people aren't gonna like it as much as the first.
Yeah, because the bar is set pretty high.
It's a legit thing that like directors and like fucking like
it's struggle, dude.
Like commentators and what is it like people.
But again, there's outliers to that. Like my favorite example is Nolan's Batman. Batman Begins, the first one, good movie.
Oh fuck yeah!
Dark Knight,
that's
fucking fantastic.
Dude, Christopher Nolan's another fucking like he's an alien.
Do you think he like
Aliens too? That's another one.
Well, but the first Aliens was good. The first Aliens was good. Second one was amazing. The first one was still good though. Terminator.
First but you got to see those directors. Yeah,
amazing.
That is very true. There are some outliers.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like.
But I'm just saying in general, those are they're like cinema fucking like classics, bro. You know, like they're things that like people look at those movies as like great like the best action movies like from the 80s or 90s.
Star Wars. Everyone loves
exactly
A New Hope, but Empire in that trilogy.
Oh, and Blade 2. Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Woo!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get out of here. Get out.
No, I gotta go piss. I'll be back, guys.
No, because he said Blade 2, and for a moment I was like, I thought he said Blade Runner.
That's really good.
I thought he said Blade Runner, and I was like, wait, what? But no, that was my mistake.
I mean, I think I did watch Blade Runner, the first one, and then I watched the second one. Second one was just like the pacing felt fucking off for me.
I did not see. I may have seen the first one. If I did, I was young, and I have not seen the second one.
No, funnily enough, I decided I wanted to watch Blade Runner, the first one, because I wanted to watch the second one just to get into it. Because it's like it's one of those iconic movies, you know, Harrison Ford, and he's like, you know, in it. And I mean, majority of fucking Harrison Ford movies are, everyone's like, you should watch it, you know, kind of in a sense. But I ended up watching it and I was like, it wasn't like, I personally didn't enjoy both of the films, but if I were to like between the two, I like the first one better than the second one.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna say something that might piss off some people.
I definitely will.
In terms of Harrison Ford films, I honestly don't think I've seen
Anything besides Indy Jones?
Or Star Wars that involves Harrison Ford. So I can't really comment on it. You know, I'm like,
imagine fucking Harrison Ford coming out from the door. What do you mean you haven't seen my films?
Look, dude,
let me know what's going on.
You know, like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, to me, you're either Han Solo or Indiana Jones. Like, I don't know what else I've seen you in.
We were talking about Harrison Ford and how like Blade Runner, the first two, like the two Blade Runner movies and everything. Like, how,
like I know
there's
he was
only
in, like,
two
what,
Blade Runner
Air
movies.
Force
The second
One
one's 20.
or something
What is
like
it?
that?
What is it?
20 something, right?
2020 something.
No,
I was gonna say 2049, but that's like a video game.
No, but we were talking about how like usually a lot of people like are so fucking like into Harrison Ford movies and stuff like that. So that's always like, so that's where
it's just Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Exactly. Thank you.
But that's just because I'm being freaking loud. That's just because, like, I'm not a big Indiana Jones fan, but it's just I love Han Solo and Empire Strikes Back. You know,
I raped him. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Is there anything else besides those two movies that you guys like?
As far as Harrison Ford goes,
Yeah,
no.
That was my point. That was my point. I'm not a big
Blade Runner fan.
But that was my point. I don't know that I've seen any movies with Harrison Ford that aren't Star Wars or Indiana Jones.
Blade Runner, the first one, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get freaking nerd rage, like hate over it. But I've sat and like tried watching it. Like, you know, like whenever when it was on TV back then, like I've rented the movie, you know, and like it's just, I enjoy the second one way more than the first one, dude.
It was the opposite for me. Like I enjoyed the first one over the second one.
Yeah, I like the second one more just because, like it's just the music maybe, and like just like the whole like ambient feeling of just how that movie was just filmed and like the color palettes and everything for it. Was just it seemed like a fucked up world to begin with, you know.
I personally, as far as the second one goes, I just didn't like the pacing and just how like it felt like it was trying really hard just to get that sort of like that twist at the end. For me, at least. You get me?
Yeah, but it was really good for me just because. Maybe because I watched it on IMAX and I was just like,
you're like, oh, it's fucking
like,
big
dude,
screen.
It's really a good like scenery movie, you know. Like,
I mean, cinematography wise, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's just like as far as like everything else for me personally, it didn't.
The first movie is just, I don't know, man. I guess it was just too. What was it? It was 80s, right? It was
yeah, definitely. Movie. I mean, that was
80s or 90s movie, and it was just too. It was too
90s.
I'm not gonna say anything after this because I'm gonna fucking get.
It's just too fucking dated.
Shot,
it's like it's too dated for my tastes.
I'll watch it again and I'll see. I'm gonna watch them in order. Actually, that's what I'm probably gonna do.
Yeah,
and maybe it's just because I've never fully watched Blade Runner, the first one. I've only seen that first part. I've seen other parts.
I mean, I'm gonna get hate for this too, but to be fair, they're not, in my personal opinion, they're not great movies. Like, I watched them and like, yeah, I like.
You know what? I want to be honest with you, Will. Like, they're good movies, but not to the point where they're like Indiana Jones or
I mean, like, yeah, it is kind of that sort of thing. Yeah, it's like it was just one of those where it's like you know, I'm watching it. There are a couple of moments that are pretty cool, but can I watch something else? You know, it's like, can you give me some boom booms?
That's how I always felt about the first one.
Yeah,
the second one, like I watched it, of course, in theater. I had no choice, but then after that, I watched it like. Because I think I purchased it like on Vudu or something, and Like, yeah, I could sit down and watch.
Well, you know what? At least it wasn't fucking Ultraviolet. That shit was fucking garbage.
Oh my! Is that the one with Mia Jovovich?
No, that's Charlize Theron.
No, that's not Charlize Theron. That's Mila
It's
Jovovich.
Mia Jovovich.
Ultraviolet?
Yeah. I rented that. At Flux.
Eon Flux is they're
Aeon
both
Flux is-
garbage.
Yeah.
I remember that movie, dude. You know what? I rented it at Blockbuster in Monterey Park, bro. And like, I remember, I'm like, dude, this movie looks fucking sick, you know?
Actually, now that you mention it, funnily enough, Ultraviolet is the very first Blu-ray I ever owned. And it's because I got it for free. No, I got it for free with something. I don't know why, but it was given to me for free when I bought something. And I was like, oh, here's a Blu-ray copy of Ultraviolet.
It comes with a bunch of trash bags.
I'm never going to watch this, but okay, thank you.
If you're gonna throw it away, please make sure to discard it in the recyclables.
I remember that movie, dude. I guess it was just like it's just like,
Dude, it just looked
non-stop
horrible.
action with horrible graphics,
Yeah.
right? And like, she's all, you know what? I love Mia. Like, I don't want to be a dick, but like, I think just Fifth Element and like Resident Evil and
No, even in fucking Resident Evil, like, I mean, like,
that's in borderline Resident Evil because I did not
but to be
love
fair,
that movie.
that's her
the first
husband's
one was
fault.
okay. The first one was
okay, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The second one started getting wobbly, but it was still passable. After that, it was...
Bro, okay. Quiet, everybody. One of my favorite Resident Evil fucking, like, monsters of all time was Nemesis, dude.
Yeah.
And when I went to go fucking see that movie, they made my homeboy look like a fucking like those, you know, those video like fucking rentals that you get that go straight to VHS, and like they spend like fucking 10,000 on the budget of the makeup for the monster.
Fucking
I'm
Godfather.
like, oh my god, dude!
That meme. Look at how they massacred my boy.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Look what they did to my boy. Did they even give him like? It's like, dude, it's a closed casket funeral, bro. Remember when he's talking to the guy who's gonna like fix him up because he's gonna be, you know, he's like, do everything you can, I'll pay you everything. Because that motherfucker got riddled with bullets, dog.
Oh god.
And that's my ego and my fuck, dude. They fucked that movie.
Actually, since we're on the topic of Resident Evil, have you guys seen the new trailer?
Yes.
I wasn't even aware there was a new movie coming out until you guys mentioned it.
Okay, Benji, I want to hear what you think about it.
Okay. It's called, is it
Welcome to
Racoon City, right? And like, this is what the fucking first actual Resident Evil should have. First and second Resident Evil should have been. Because I think they're going back to the mansion in some of the scenes that I've seen in the trailers.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, well, I mean, if you haven't seen the trailer, you probably shouldn't be hearing this. But I mean, like, it just seems weird. Is it fucking Claire that's going back to the mansion that's like being, like, are they showing Claire as being the, like, you know,
Claire and Leon are like the main protagonists in the second movie.
Yeah, they're
like
in the second game. But the thing is, it's like, if they're going back to the mansion, does that mean like they're rebooting the story to make it seem
it's those labs and like some of those mansion parts that they show in part 2? Because there's a lot of like different weird things that they do with you going underground in like different areas.
But I mean, that's still in the city though. It's not near the mansion or anything of that sort. And the mansion is supposed to be like somewhere up in the mountains. Like
it's way far from Racoon City.
Well, it's in the outskirts of Racoon City.
Yeah, because they nuked that mansion and Racoon City wasn't like affected at all.
They nuked the Racoon City, and the mansion was affected.
No, no, that's right. They blew up.
They blew up the mansion.
They do nuke the mansion.
No. The mansion had a fucking, a
self-destruct thing,
something like that. And then they nuke Racoon City. I don't know if it's in 3 that they nuke it.
I could have sworn.
No, it's the end of 2 that they nuke it.
Yeah. No, it's in 3.
It's the end of the second one. Because they nuke everything. They nuke
because that's how they kill Nemesis, I believe.
And
Nemesis is from what game?
Well, we're talking about the games or the movies?
The games. There's always a timer where the fucking place is going to explode, right? But the thing, there's a chopper that always shows up and picks them up. Like,
yeah, okay. So
in the first one,
that's
and they fucking nuke the shit out of or either nuke or they bomb the shit out of the fucking mansion.
It had a self-destruct thing that went.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
For the mansion. But as far as the city goes, on 2, there was no nuke. Well, I mean, like the thing is,
and they escaped through train.
I was on 2.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, like 2 and 3 are happening at the same time, essentially.
No.
Yeah. Canonically, they're happening at the same time.
They mentioned that?
Yeah.
It says at the beginning of the second one, like not the remake, but like the
no, but I mean,
second one.
Like even on the old school games, like 2 and 3 are happening around the same time.
All that shit happened, like
because it's only at the ending of Resident Evil 3 where you find out that Racoon City got
Nemesis.
nuked.
Oh, you know what? I'm getting Nemesis confused.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you're getting it
because Jill's there.
Yeah, Jill is in 3 Nemesis. So like 2 and Nemesis are
part 3 is not like part 3 is it in between it then, right? It's not really supposed to be considered 3. That's why they named it Nemesis.
No, but I mean like the thing is, it's like canonically and just like timeline wise, 2 and Nemesis are happening at the same time. That's what I'm trying to get across.
And that makes no sense because Jill's part of the whole fucking like mansion thing, and she escapes and tells her story, and she's still in the city.
No, that's the thing. It's like, okay, so 1 happens, she comes back into the city, and then the city
2 and 3 are happening.
2 and 3 are happening. That's why she's.
But you just said earlier that 1 and 2 are happening at the same time.
No, I said 2 and 3 are happening.
Oh,
at the same
okay.
time.
I'm fucking.
Yeah. So 2 and 3 are happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes.
I fucking totally knew that.
They nuke Racoon City, and I mean, like ultimately interchange, or like it doesn't matter because like I mean, 2 and 3 are happening at the same time. So regardless, So Racoon City gets nuked. The mansion gets blown up through a fucking auto self-destruct system.
I could swear they nuked it as well.
No, they didn't. It was just a self-destruct.
Because I guess I just want the whole world to be nuked, I guess. Like
this motherfucker wants to play Fallout. That's all he wants to do.
Or StarCraft. Fuck.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, you know
we're going off tangent, dude.
Yeah, we are. We're fucking shit. Well, I'll just say this.
What is that? Oh man. You know when you hear the upgrade complete,
or
or
the
like
fucking Terrans?
Nuclear. What is he? Where is a nuclear attack?
Nuclear launch detected.
Nuclear launch detected, dude. Like that.
Oh my god.
StarCraft freaking voice is like, it just reminds me of one day I'm here at home and then I'm like waking up and all you hear is nuclear launch detected. And I'm like, oh shit.
Actually, speaking about like StarCraft, one of the things that I really liked about it was like Terran music in the background.
Oh yeah. The music is just,
you just hear that fucking like bass in the background.
Tits like, for that fucking game. Yeah.
Oh my god. But going
the second one was good, but it's just like I said,
I didn't play the second one.
You didn't play the second one? It's good. It's good.
I was just like, I mean, I was never really deep into like RTS games and anything of that sort, but it was just like, it was good for nostalgia, but then I couldn't get back into it.
Okay, so I was gonna bring up, what do you guys think about those 007 like new movie that's coming out?
I read that. Well, I didn't read, but I saw a headline that it wasn't doing so well.
I got kind of emotional because I think this is gonna be
Daniel Craig's last
movie, and like,
I mean,
they've been interviewing him, and like, I was like, damn, dude, Casino Royale with Mads Mikkelsen. I was like, that was
god, yeah.
That's actually like one of my favorite fucking 007 movies.
For the record, my mom.
Any favorite?
Okay, so I was never like a huge fan of like
me neither.
James Bond, like Brendan Fraser, Sean Connery, and all that. Whatever.
Brendan Fraser.
I'm not Brendan Fraser. Look, I've been drinking, but what's his name?
Roger Moore?
No,
but he's a Bond.
No, I know.
The GoldenEye guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. I don't know why I said Brendan Fraser, but that's right.
He's in the talks right now, bro.
Maybe.
Dude,
so
he's coming on a Martin Scorsese movie, dog.
It's that
I could go so much deep into Brendan Fraser because I
like Brendan Fraser.
His movies. Yeah,
dude was good.
Biodome.
He wasn't Biodome. He wasn't in Biodome.
Yes, he fucking was.
No, he wasn't.
I'm thinking of.
No, that's one of the Baldwins and what's his name?
I'm thinking of Encino Man.
Yeah, Encino Man. Yeah.
My bad.
Wait, isn't he in Doom Patrol?
Yeah, Doom Patrol. Yeah, he's the robot dude.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name right now.
Anywho, going back to...
Anyways, yeah. So the first time I actually gave a shit about Bond was because of the Daniel Craig movies. And I enjoyed Casino Royale, but the one that did it for me was Skyfall.
Yeah.
Dude, Skyfall with Javier Bardem as that villain. I'll watch that fucker in anything as a villain, dude. It was so good. Spectre was okay.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it was fine. Like, it wasn't the best.
Quantum of Solace, you didn't even mention it. You know because why? Because it was fucking forgettable.
Yeah,
that shit was garbage.
And as soon as I said,
it's just those first
Spectre,
two movies are badass.
Okay, for me, the main reason I liked Spectre was because of Christoph Waltz is on it, and I like him. They didn't use him right though.
No, they
didn't. Super suck, but like they're just.
If I personally were to rank like Daniel Craig Bond movies, Casino Royale is going to be number one for me. Like that was such a good movie.
That fucking parts with the balls, dude.
Oh my
God.
See, for me, like, honestly, the chemistry between
Mads Mikkelsen too.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen is like.
I like Mads, but for me, they didn't do shit with them.
No, it was perfect for him.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it was perfect for him.
See, for me,
that mystery until you're like, oh, you fucked with the
it was
wrong
a
guy.
mystery, but it's like,
no, it's not only that. Like, he has this fucking cold, very precise composure throughout the whole film, and then you see him realize, like, you see the fear in his eyes that he needs to get that fucking money no matter what, and then he just breaks that character or that sort of composure, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up right now. I'm gonna take your balls.
But see, that's the thing that kind of killed it for me, where it's like, you have this dude who's like so methodical and just like in control, and like towards the end, you're like, shit, there's something he's afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if he's afraid of something bigger than him, then I don't give a fuck about him anymore. You know what I mean? Like, cause he's small fish now.
You know what?
There's something.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, and I like Mads, especially when he's a villain, cause he's really good at it.
Fucking Hannibal.
But his reaction in that, and look, that just means he sold it really well, but he sold it in a way where it's like, yeah, you're good villain, but you're not the big bad. And whereas in Skyfall, Javier Bardem, like, he was doing his own thing. He answered to no one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he took down MI6 on his own, and it's like his undoing was just his own fuck ups. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't because someone else was pulling the strings. It was just like, oh, well, this is where my story ends.
Who was the villain for fucking Quantum of Solace?
It was that Chilean dude or South American dude, because it had to do with...
Oh, from Old Country from Old Men?
No, that's Javier Bardem. That's Skyfall.
That's Skyfall.
Or no, wait, what?
Was that Skyfall?
Skyfall's
Which one was
Javier
the villain?
Bardem.
The guy from Django. He was one of the villains, right?
Yeah, okay, well, the dude from Django is Christoph Waltz, but he's not a villain in Django. Waltz. He's the villain inspector. He's Blumfeld.
That's
Blumfeld,
right, that's
or
right.
whatever you say the name. Yeah. And that's the one that kind of fell flat.
Which one sucks then?
Quantum of Solace.
Who's the villain in that?
I don't know what other movie he's been in without like looking it up. But yeah, there's kind of two villains, because there's that, I think it's the Chilean general or something like that. Plus the dude that,
which one's the bad? Okay, so this is what I heard from like an old friend back then. Which one is the total like Christopher Nolan like Batman fucking like ripoff? Did you hear about that?
From a James Bond movie?
Yeah, they're saying like one of the James Bond movies is a complete ripoff of like fucking one of the Christopher Nolan movies.
Which one?
I think the second one, which is Dark Knight, right? And like you know how they do those whole breakdown of the whole story of how it goes, and like he ends up being like, it's the one where he ends up in that church.
That's Skyfall.
That's Skyfall.
And it's Skyfall.
I don't know.
A lot of people say that it's a ripoff of fucking one of the Batman movies.
I don't
Maybe
think
Begins
so.
Well, story wise, is I'm trying to say
that it
like
follows
they got
a lot
the whole.
of the beats?
It's a complete like whole. Like,
I'm not sure if that's
just what I heard. I'm not trying to like start like a whole conspiracy talk.
Yeah, I'm not really sure myself either.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do our 2 cents next time before we say these kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, Quantum of Solace. I enjoyed it. It was fine. But as you pointed
You
out,
guys like Skyfall, right?
I love Skyfall.
Yeah.
I like
That's my favorite
Skyfall
one.
too. I mean, if I can just go ahead and give my rankings.
What's this new one called? No Time to Die, or
Yeah.
Something
Or
like
some-
that.
something like
Something like
that.
that.
But like, I mean, like I would go
we're gonna get
as far
eaten
as like
alive.
Yeah.
as far as Daniel Craig Bond films, like I would go Casino Royale, Skyfall, and then from there would be what you call it,
What do you guys think? Is this one gonna be
Spectre,
good?
and then I'm actually kind of scared.
I don't think
Okay,
I
I
want to
think
watch
that-
it until it comes out.
Yeah,
I think the choice of
TV.
and I'm sorry if I say the name wrong, that Rami Malek,
Uh-huh.
I think he would be a good villain. But I know Christoph Waltz is a good villain from Inglourious Bastards.
Mhm.
It just depends how they use him.
Yeah.
He's a fucking badass actor to begin with.
But
dude.
so is
That's the thing,
Christoph
it's like-
Waltz.
but that's the thing. It's like that's his point. It's like it's not the acting. It's just how they fucking
they
direct
write
it to
it or
act.
direct it,
Yeah,
Writing
so
or
I
directing.
mean, I don't know. I could see it being good, but I could also see it falling flat.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess if we're ranking them, for me it'll be Skyfall, and then Casino Royale, and then Quantum, and then Spectre.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say because I really enjoy Christoph Waltz as an actor, and I had so much expectation, you know, coming off of Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Where when
fucking
I've seen
actor,
him in that, it's like you were scarier as a Nazi than you are now. You know what I mean? It's like you should be
He's like
terrifying, and you're not. For me,
Plays
Javier Bardem
games to the
was
death,
just
yeah.
like, this dude is just not like he's loopy.
Yeah,
he's
he
out
was
there.
fucking
You know what I mean?
totally
Like you're, and you know what? I can kind of see that. It's like you're fucking the Joker of the Bond
Yeah.
universe. Like I can see that. You know what I mean?
Actually, that's probably
That's
the
what I'm
reason why
saying.
they
Yeah,
call him
I was
that.
gonna say, yeah, I can see that connection now. But so that's my ranking, I guess.
That's crazy though. Like you fucking Quantum of Solace as your third.
Just because, like, I had
No,
I had no expectations for
Get
the
out of
movie.
here! Get out of here
So I
with
was
that
like, whatever.
garbage.
Cabbage. Nah, I have
Get
no
out here,
comment on
muff
what you guys
cabbage.
are. So, what you guys think about the whole season finale for What If? I want your guys' like clear opinion. We talked about this on the pilot, but I want you guys to be like 100% serious about this. Like, I don't care about feedback or anything.
I'll just go ahead and say it.
Episodes, all the episodes that you guys have seen were legitly.
I mean, like, honestly, the whole series as a whole was a really good experiment. The Ultron, shit. Spoilers.
Yeah, for everybody who's listening, we're gonna spoil a lot of the stuff that, like,
Just
you
assume.
know, just
always
assume
spoilers.
we might be just spoiling everything. And he just said Ultron, so it didn't spoil anything, but still, just a warning for everybody, because I know a lot of people get really, really, really bothered with I mean, if it's been like more than like 3 months and you haven't seen something, then man, you just
Screw you.
Well,
I'm not gonna. I don't want to start hate, but like you
real
need to get a
quick.
fucking real pig fucking life. That's what I'm gonna say.
Real quick though, it seems like right now when you're saying it, do you guys wonder why they chose Ultron? Why not choose, like, what if Thanos won? What if Loki won? You know what I mean?
Because there's already a Thanos one.
But did he though?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
he did.
he got his fucking that's the thing.
And they had to
a little
fucking
bit for like
cheat and
what,
go
5
back
or
to
8
time.
years.
5 years he got what he wanted, and we already saw what happened, and then the Avengers come back and fucking prevail against them.
So, okay, you said like one of the worst fucking things that's gonna make me go into like one of my favorite villains in Marvel fucking universes. I love Thanos so fucking much, especially in Infinity War than in Endgame, because like that fucking, it's the Empire Strikes Back of all the fucking Marvel movies, you know? And like he succeeds in it, even though they show all these years of what's going on, and like, you know, they give him a small like fucking background story, you know, especially with him and his daughter. That one scene, I'm just like, fuck, that's pretty deep, you know, when he's showing like the balance about like how the universe needs balance. And I agree with them, because You know, like sometimes the world needs some big sacrifices to do. And I'm not talking about like fucking like concentration camps or anything. I'm just talking about like, you know, like just the way the character development goes into that whole villain for Thanos. And like, I think I'm the only guy who really appreciates the ending to that because they don't show that he's fucked up, you know, like he is in Endgame. They just show him like that one ending where he fucking like stands up and he's just like satisfied with the whole mission that he fucking came up with. And like, it just shows like his fields and whatever. And it's just like, has a sad music. And when I saw this movie twice in theater, everybody in the theater was fucking crying.
Oh my God.
Dude. Cause, you know, everyone's fucking dead. And I'm just like, dude, this is, and everyone's gonna hate me, but that's why I like Infinity War more than Endgame. Dude.
Personally,
Cause it's such an emotional fucking like completion of what a villain
it's literally
came, you know?
It's literally a movie that just like you're expecting like the best ending ever. You're expecting the hero.
And they only show him like twice, you know, up until like Infinity War.
No, yeah, totally. But like you're expecting everyone to like just like it's like they just went through like 2 fucking separate fights against him.
Yeah.
And then like you're like he's gonna win. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. And then in the end it's like, nah, y'all got fucked up.
You should have aimed for the head.
See, okay, here's my problem with that movie.
No, we're ending this conversation. I'm just kidding. Go for it.
So, and I'm gonna get hate, but I didn't really like Infinity War just because, look, I knew it was going to be a 2-part movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when he gets all the stones and he does his snap, yo, it's so sad that all these people got snapped away. But like, I'm here thinking, and I talk to friends and stuff after, and they're like, damn, these people are gone. They're dead. I'm like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
They're getting sequels. You know, they're coming back. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like,
true.
It's like, I couldn't get into it. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I totally understand that. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, I know, yes, Thanos quote unquote won, but he didn't. You know, he didn't win because there's still the second movie, you know, like it's just, you know, I don't know.
No, I totally get you where you're coming from.
I mean, I totally understand what you're saying, and it's like the character development for like Thanos just it wasn't that good either, you know, especially Infinity War. But everybody it was expecting like more from this movie because the heroes never fucking fail, you know. But the way they left it to that point, I'm just like, dude. Like, not even Empire Strikes Back leaves all these motherfuckers dead, you know? And it's like leaving kids and fucking like families crying in theater.
That's the thing though. If you really look at it, like no one died. They were just transported to whatever that soul stone space was. They're not dead.
No, was it? They were obliterated from existence.
From time and space.
But they're not dead. They just no longer exist.
Well, that's worse than dead.
Yeah. But no, because they came back.
Well, because they went back in time.
But because of the stones, they came, like Gamora, super dead.
Yeah,
she didn't come back.
The thing is, they reversed that with the stones because they
didn't reverse Gamora come back. No, it's the new Gamora from the different time.
I know, but I'm saying like they disappeared. They were gone. Like,
but
they had to go back in time, which is I already fucking knew. And my theory was from the beginning of that is just that. Like I thought they were gonna get the time stone, and that's how they were gonna go back in time. But they completely, that was a little bit too predictable, and they came up with something different, you know. And it's just like, that's why Endgame to me was just like the reason why I love Endgame is because it has those little small happy go get fucking like scenes with badass music playing in the background, like when the taco scene with fucking with Ant-Man and Hulk and shit like that, you know, in the scene with Fat Thor, you know.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I love that movie, but it wasn't, and of course the epic fucking fighting in the end, but it's just
I mean, Endgame was ultimately just like all
Infinity
fucking
War,
sad,
that
like
ending,
fan service.
I left that
Endgame
theater.
was just that appeal to anyone who, as a child, had all their toys. Just be like, fuck it,
Yeah.
just fuck each other up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I remember as a kid, like with my toys, I had an Ultron War. Like it was just, you know. But I mean, I don't know. To me, when they were snapped away, I knew they weren't dead. They weren't like Gamora dead.
I mean, yeah, I get
Black
where you're coming
Widow
from.
dead. But you know, and so that was like, oh damn, they
Oh, no, but
like
she's really dead though. Both of them.
That's my point.
Yeah.
They're really dead. Whereas Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, you knew they weren't dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
that's just because that's what you're expecting. But like
No, but I mean, think about it this way. Like, or let me just give you my experience. So, like, by that time, after watching Infinity War, we already knew that Scarlett Johansson was going to get her own movie for fucking Black Widow. There was going to be a second. There was going to be a.
But the thing with her movie, it was taking place before
Nobody knew
that.
though. At the time, nobody knew that it was going to happen in the past. That's the thing. So when the news was, or when the next phase was
some
already,
people actually thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but some people actually thought she was gonna come back. You know?
No, I know exactly, because like at the time there were no details of what was going to happen in this movie.
President or back.
And so then it's like Black Panther came out before Infinity War, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
but
you already knew that
the
there was
second part was already announced.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like nobody, like everyone was like, "Oh, he's not dead. He's gonna
Same
come
thing with
back."
Spider-Man. Yeah.
And the same thing with Spider-Man and the rest of them.
And Guardians
But I mean,
and all
like
that,
that's the thing. Those are the twists that ended up happening afterwards. It's like, hey, Black Widow's movie ends up being a fucking prequel or something like that. It's like it took place before the snap, and it's like it adds into like essentially the whole like background. Or like it adds to the lore. Essentially, that's what it's doing. But yeah, that's like it subverted that expectation of the phase, if that makes sense to me. I know that it doesn't like, yeah, it kind of like, as far as like Infinity War, the charm was lost because you already knew what was going to happen. You knew that at least, if not all, at least most of the characters were going to come back because they already had sequels and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. Excuse me. I totally agree with you on that. But the fact that you, like, on Infinity War, everyone got together to fucking fight against Thanos. And Thanos has been fucking teased from the beginning of the...
Well, but yeah, but not everyone really got together because they were still, like, everyone fought Thanos, but, like, yeah, in groups, but in their own separate groups. Like,
no, I mean, like,
the big payoff was Endgame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the big payoff was Endgame, ultimately.
It was just, I don't know, like...
I, in my opinion, I think it was it was good. It was a good release to what was being built up from way back then.
Yeah, they're just great movies, man. I know I got you guys like fighting like a bunch of fucking like
your opinion isn't valid,
like in gossip, but like, dude, it's just.
I think I'm just kind of butthurt because the first Avengers,
you definitely are butthurt,
ended with like that cool that line of like, to challenge them would be to court death, and then you see Thanos like kind of turn and smirk. To me, that's like comic Thanos, like the dude who just wants to fuck and impress death.
And you know it's coming if you're.
But it doesn't come because at the end of the day, that's not what he's about. He's like, oh, I'm just like Purple Al Gore, and I care about the environment, and we need to fucking do this and to do that.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't give a shit about death or impressing death.
But you're fucking wrong because I see him more like, oh, our economy's going wrong. I think I'm gonna start like a movement. And
but the point is, the whole
Hail Hitler. You know,
the whole death thing in
a less realistic,
but I mean,
more comic book way, and I don't want anyone to think I'm a
but I mean, like,
Nazi.
I have to admit that is a
that is a really great point
because it's like, again, and that's my thing. Like, my comic book movie turned into, we can't sustain life in the universe the way we are because there's not enough. I was like, I'm not here to watch any kind of like infomercial for sustainability or anything like that. But it's a comic book movie. fuck you. Just tell me you want to fuck death. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need you preaching like there's not enough. Like, I came from Titan and there wasn't enough resources and they didn't listen to me. So now I have to go through this extravagant process.
Though,
it was
because he was eradicating planets.
He was eradicating half the planet. Is what it was.
Do you know whose fault is it? Like it is?
Yours.
Why me?
I don't know.
Jeebus?
I was gonna say Disney.
It wasn't Disney. It was just because no.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, this was a really good conversation, and
James Bond, go watch it.
We're going back. We're going into.
I mean, the last thing
it's just I always like to put I love Marvel. You know, like is there?
This started from the What If, huh?
Yeah,
we never even finished that.
So What If started is. I don't like most of the majority, and let's just keep it simple. Two favorite only shows that I like from it was when Ultron was just eradicating planets and being a fucking more of a badass than Thanos, because he slices fucking Thanos in half and actually showed the potential he had in the comic books and what he did in this episode, you know? And I don't even want to talk about the other episodes, but my second favorite is the zombies, just because I was it was Greg Capullo, was it? What the?
Wait, Greg Capullo, what?
What am I saying, dude?
I don't know.
The dude who did Marvel Zombies.
In terms of writing or art?
Just art and writing. I
don't remember, dude. I
am wasted, guys. I am sorry for the bad information.
Full disclosure, I never read any of the Marvel zombie comics.
I'm thinking of the Walking Dead guy.
Tony Moore is the artist, I think, right?
Not Tony Moore, the creator.
Robert Kirkman?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. Wasn't he the guy who came up with the Marvel zombies at the?
Did he? I don't know.
Okay, I mean, it's bad information.
It doesn't really matter.
Anyways,
we're gonna get a lot of hate mail.
Yeah, a lot of hate mail.
Sorry, guys. But I mean,
direct all your hate mail to Benji at the.
He's already
what's our email? pigsinapodcast@gmail.com.
I'm fucking noob, man. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways,
I mean, I think overall,
direct all your hate mail and dick pics to Benji.
I think the whole series it was a good experiment. That's my final word on it. My favorite episodes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Honestly, I really liked the T'Challa episode a lot. It was just basically that whole heist was like a break from like your typical kind of like superhero story in a sense like that.
Yeah.
And so I really love that one. Second favorite, honestly, you know what? I'm kind of like, I like the Ultron ones. The Ultron ones were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't fucking go wrong with the Ultron episodes.
I just like when Ultron wins. After that, I don't care.
Okay.
Because it's just, I mean.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Okay, so we're moving into our gaming segment, and our gaming segment is just gonna kind of just like lay.
It's where we play with ourselves.
Oh, when we play with our joysticks and we just move them around.
We don't want to fucking get banned,
and
guys.
I shoot my Ultron.
No, okay.
Okay, never mind. If anybody wants any info of that, you can contact me at SithKill308 at Instagram.com. Okay, so
follow his OnlyFans.
In gaming news, I just wanted to express and talk about Battlefield, which has been one of my favorite games since 1942. That came out like back, I believe it was the beginning of the 2000s or 90s, and like just like when you listen to this show, we are very misinformed, and like we just don't want to be holding a pad and just correct ourselves.
We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Battlefield, just games and genre, has always been like some of my favorite games just playing, because I actually did European competition. I did TWL, Team Warfare League competitions, won championships on it for Battlefield 2 and 2142. And after that, we tried to do a Call of Duty competition for Call of Duty 4 and actually won second place in one of the competitions. But that's besides my gaming experience.
Look at me.
Do you guys have any experiences playing any of the Battlefield games besides the news?
You want to take that one first?
Look, I quote unquote game. I'm garbage at basically everything I play, but you know, whatever. I do enjoy Battlefield. I started with 3. And so I played 3, 4, I think they're up to 5. And then the World War One, right?
Oh, yeah. That was Battlefield 1.
Yeah, Battlefield. Yeah. So
that was that.
That's where I'm up to. I like them. I enjoy them. I prefer them over Call of Duty. To be fair, I started on Call of Duty.
Hell yeah.
And then I went up to...
They're better games.
Yeah, I got up to Call of Duty Black Ops. I did not like Black Ops, and so I kind of fell off there.
You want to know my last favorite Call of Duty game?
Sacrilege.
Modern Warfare, the first Call of Duty 4.
I like Modern Warfare 3. I think that's the last one before Black Ops. And yeah, Black Ops is just where I called it quits. And I don't know. But for Battlefield, yeah, I do enjoy the games. Like I said, I'm garbage. All I do is I run the medic role and I just throw out those medic boxes, and that's how I get all my points. And it works because I'm usually
or being a medic or like the fucking like the engineer.
Yeah. Fucking picking up people that are like right in the front lines, just like fucking defib them and they just fucking die.
Defib and kill motherfuckers with that shit too.
Dude, look, it's a garbage strategy, but it works because sometimes I get like top 10, and that's really good for me because if I wasn't the medic, I'd be like number 32, and
that's DICE, man. They fucking worked on the Star Wars Battlefront.
I mean, honestly, like the games overall,
they weren't that good, but I mean, they're good games.
The overall, the games are really, really fucking amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's like, I mean, that's what it was. It was either fucking Call of Duty or Battlefield.
It's all out war.
Or what?
All out war. Like, vehicles and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes you the larger experience from like what just Call of Duty is without vehicles. And shit.
Definitely. I mean, personally, my experience with Battlefield was, I think it was Bad Company 2. And that was on the Xbox 360.
No, it was on all platforms. I love that game.
I played it on Xbox 360. That's what I'm saying. So I was playing that game and it was the multiplayer. And then from there I think around the time that I was playing Bad Company 2, I think Battlefield 4 came out. Well, no, Battlefield 3. And that's what I started playing afterwards. So from there, I was just like, fuck it. It's good. But I mean, I haven't really played anything beyond 4.
Oh, I was just going to add real quick. For me, in my experience, in terms of like the gaming experience, in terms of Call of Duty, the online side is really fun. Their story mode is good.
Yeah.
Opposed to that, Battlefield
that Russian one where they fucking massacre everybody. I was like, that was the last like good one.
With the Modern Warfare one.
Yeah, it's part 2, right? Was it?
I know it was 2 or 3. I don't remember which one.
It's 2.
In terms of Battlefield, their online experience is amazing. Their campaign story mode sucks. Like, but a game like that,
they didn't make a story until like Battlefield, I think like 3 or 4 or something like that.
To be fair, you don't go into those games for the story.
No, it's that multiplayer experience.
Just having 60 plus players on a server, it's just a
different gaming experience.
It's chaos.
Now,
no, I mean like literally,
I got tornadoes now.
I have fucking Battlefield 4 on PC right now, and playing it, like my experience through console and then playing it now, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my god, it's super ridiculous. Like, how big those fucking maps are is just, nope, no comparison.
And I like that the maps are interactive. Buildings collapse and all that stuff.
Yeah, they did that after I think Battlefield 3 they started. Okay,
yeah, I think it was definitely after Battlefield.
The only reason why I brought up Battlefield game is because I just literally read something like a couple of minutes ago that breaking news, just because I read off of social media, is Battlefield 2042 beta has been hacked already. And this is just one of the big problems that a bunch of these new games have had, like just launching or just coming out. And I'm heartbroken because I was really expecting to play this on PC, and like just knowing that it's already been hacked, I think it's probably the source code as well and everything. I'm just like, I need to bring it up to the news, the gaming news that we have in our segment. So that's the end of that sad news. I want to hear you guys' like opinion on just the Battlefield games, just because like they just hold such a special part in my heart. You know,
I think, yeah, if at a certain point you started gaming, you know, at a certain point in time, it's well, especially like Call of Duty, but most definitely even Battlefield. You know, there's, especially if you're into shooters, you know what I mean? Like Battlefield falls into the category where with Call of Duty and things like Counter-Strike and stuff like that, where it's just like, if you've been gaming for any amount of time in those kind of games, it's going to hold a special place in your heart. You know what I mean? For better or for worse.
It's just not the same anymore, man.
It isn't. And it's never going to be the same.
Strategy, like group and like clan wise, or like when you're competition.
Yeah.
It's not like one guy could just be the one man army for like everybody, just unlocking everything now.
It's sad because it's kind of seems like it's the future of gaming, where it's just everyone for themselves, and it's not. I don't know. It's
okay. So our next gaming news segment is just we got some Nintendo motherfuckers up in this house, and they announced the last actual player for what is the new one called? Smash. I always call it just Smash Bros.
Super Smash Brothers,
Ultimate.
Smash Brothers Ultimate now.
Was it Ultimate?
Yeah. We're going to get fucking eaten alive. But
I mean, to be fair, we're kind of
It is Ultimate, I think. Yeah, I believe it is. For the Nintendo Switch is what I'm trying to bring up.
Yeah, I think it is.
And
Ultimate.
I guess the last challenger that they announced was Sora from freaking Kingdom Hearts, man.
Yeah, and it's like Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora too.
Look, to me, I've never been. I
play those games.
I've played, of Kingdom Hearts or
Kingdom Hearts.
No, because
Get Out.
Yeah,
no, I'm just gonna leave
the podcast.
No, I really don't care.
No, I've never. I know that. I know they don't specifically focus on Final Fantasy or Disney, but I mean, yeah, I grew up on Disney and stuff, but it's not like a huge part of my life. And again, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I'm just not into Final Fantasy. So I kind of don't give a fuck about that.
That's it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's your. Yeah.
I appreciate the lore and it all looks cool. And I like the merging of the two franchises, but it's not enough for me to get into it. So I have no dog in this fight.
John, you can kindly get out now.
I know.
I wasn't gonna. You rolled your hat, and I was thinking, I'm like, oh, he's gonna say something fucking for the. I'm like,
no, I mean, like honestly, like I'm not even a fucking like I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, and I'm not that huge of a Disney fan. But the games that whole amalgamation of like the Final Fantasy like universe with the Disney universe, it was pretty good.
It was great.
And quite frankly, the game mechanics were fucking amazing too. Everything, like the game itself, even though it has lore from both sides, but just the mechanics of the game were actually pretty damn good. It was like sort of like an action RPG kind of game. And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed.
So like I'm just going to keep this fast and simple because we're running out of time, guys. It's just my favorite fucking Final Fantasy games was Final Fantasy 1 because it was literally the first Nintendo game I ever owned when I got my NES, buying it from a swap meet that my dad, and it's funny, like that wasn't the first system that we ever owned was owned by my sister. So that wasn't my NES and I had a bunch of games for it. But later on, my dad ended up getting me a Sega Genesis. And after that, when the swap meet, he ended up getting me a Nintendo because I was going like retro, like, you know, like into old school gaming and shit like that with the Super Nintendo and just everything else. And this was when the N64 was already. So like the games that hold to my heart is the first Final Fantasy, which was fucking, it's like one of those angry video game nerd kind of things where I fucking hated it because I didn't know what the fuck to do until like I learned like what to do, like reading a Game Pro. Second one is Final Fantasy VII, which is my favorite fucking game. And in the series, because I played that on PlayStation, of course. And then third, my all-time favorite fucking Final Fantasy game, and I'm gonna get fucking hate probably like from everybody, is Final Fantasy VIII. It's just because it just holds a special part in my heart, and that's all I can say. Boo! And I love all the Kingdom Hearts games, even though they're not really considered Final Fantasy games, because the first and second game are great. I haven't played this third one just because I heard from like really close friends that played Kingdom Hearts with me. It's just like it's not the same from the first and second one, because they're really good games. They're just literally really good games.
You know what? Out of the Kingdom Hearts series, the Chain of Memories,
the first one's the best.
No, the Chain of Memories was actually a really good spinoff. The Game Boy Advance one.
I don't fuck with none of those side games.
You're not a true Kingdom Hearts fan then. I'm sorry.
Never said I was. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to someone special to my heart's birthday today. And
thank you.
It's not your birthday today, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Get the fuck out.
I almost pissed myself right now just almost forgetting my friend's birthday. So today is one of my favorite directors that I have met twice in my life.
Show off.
Some of my favorite fucking movies have been directed by him. I want to say happy birthday, Guillermo del Toro. And I just want to have our last final segment just talking about some of his movies that we have experienced. I could be on for like 3 hours, but I'm just going to name my top 5 favorite movies. And my first one is going to be Pan's Labyrinth. My second one is going to be Blade 2. My third one is going to be Chronos. My fourth one is going to be Devil's Backbone. And then the fifth one is going to be Pacific Rim. And like, this guy has been like very, very like important in my life just because I love everything he does with the movies, which it comes to like horror, which it comes to like cinematography, it comes to like the color palette, it comes with the music. Because of course I love all of his other movies, but I just pick my top 5 just because there's just so many other good movies that he has. And I just wanted to wish him a happy birthday. What do you guys think? I want you guys to see what you guys' favorite movies are, or what you guys think about his birthday.
Okay, so full disclosure, I haven't seen all of his movies. Like, I haven't seen Chronos yet. I know I need to, but I haven't seen it. Okay, right off the bat, if I'm gonna rank movies, number 1, Pacific Rim, just because. Yeah. I mean, come on, dude.
Action movie,
giant monsters and giant mechs, like that's my childhood right
fucking
there.
Kaijus,
so
dog.
Number 1, Pac Rim. Number 2, Pan's Labyrinth, because I mean, what the fuck is that movie, dude? It's just amazing. It's like fantasy with horror with it's just perfect. I love that movie. Number 3, I kind of dig the first Hellboy. Like,
oh, fuck yeah,
because I remember watching it and I was like, why should I give a fuck about this? And by the end of the movie, it's like,
it's not about Mark Miller, but it's like, such a great movie.
I like this movie. Like, you know what I mean? And that was my first realization of who Del Toro was. My first exposure to him was Mimic, which is my
it's a good movie, man, Mimic, but it was so censored through Miramax through it. Yeah.
So like, but Hellboy is my first like realization of like who Del Toro was and what he was about.
Action films are like
okay, and then after that is Mimic, and then my final one is, I guess, Crimson Peak, just because it's like
because he fucks his sister.
Yes. No, it's that, and because it's just kind of like a weird movie. Like, it's just one of those where it's like
it's a great movie. It is. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Look, even if the story's not the best or anything like that, it's great. It's a beautiful movie to watch. Just visually, it's fucking gorgeous. Like you said, the colors, just everything about it. It's like watching art.
Everything.
It's like what, and I love that. And I love that about him. It's just everything he does. Like, there's just so much just art in what he does and the way he conveys his story. It's just fucking beautiful.
And the way he still just deals with not just 100% CGI, even though his action films kind of dwell more of it, because when he goes into an action film, it's going to go into
Actually, that's one of the things that I can genuinely appreciate about his cinematography.
He still does,
just like the fact that he still holds true to using at least like
makeup and just like that old.
This might get this might give me some shit, but like Del Toro's movies remind me of like Ghibli movies. Because they're very,
that's
it's
a
very
great point, man.
It's like live action
They're
Ghibli.
artistic,
It's all about the
complex,
visuals, the art,
yeah,
just
it's
you know, like it's
beautiful.
Yeah. So
Will?
I'm not that big of a Del Toro fan.
because you're garbage.
But I mean, like, I really did enjoy his Hellboy movies, and I also did enjoy Blade 2, and that's pretty much the extent that I've watched from him. I have watched parts of Pan's Labyrinth, and I was just like fucking weirded out by just how like it is, and just like, you know, it was just like the practical effects that he uses in his movies.
That's what
so that's like
I was looking for.
I can legitimately appreciate all of that in his movies, and it's fucking amazing. Because I mean, like, we've reached a point where like CGI has been so prominent in all of these movies, and it's like not the same. You know, the whole fucking uncanny valley effect comes in, and I never really felt that in his movies. So yeah, it's just like. He's a fucking amazing.
He's an artist, man.
Yeah.
Like he's just one of those.
He's a beautiful
fucking,
man, and I love him.
He definitely is.
And I hope to fucking meet him once more time one day. And like,
I hope to meet him just in general, and you can go fuck yourself with your third time meeting him.
Oh, I'll meet him 4 or 5 times until I start working for the man. I was kidding. All right, guys. Well, this will end our Pigs and a Podcast episode 1, guys. I appreciate all of you guys for listening. I appreciate John and Will for having this fucking great fucking time together. You guys have anything else to share? I especially if you guys are streaming or doing anything.
I mean, I just like to plug in my stuff. So I mainly do streaming right now, and you can follow me at Twitch, Chubby Chaser Pro. I would also suggest that you follow me on Twitter. The handle is at Pro Chubby Chaser. Typically post when I'm going online on Twitter and all that stuff. But hey, if you like watching someone play games and just have like their little banter, come over to Twitch, Chubby Chaser Pro, and just watch me play.
Go and check out fucking Will. I've seen some of his streams are fucking great. What about you, John? You got any?
I have literally nothing.
That's great. That's good. That's good, man.
But I will say this. I do want to thank whoever listens to this. Like, if you decide to take a chance and listen to this, thank you. And thanks for putting up with our bullshit, unprofessionalism, all the bumps and bangs and noises you hear in the background, all our fucking ice falling while we're grabbing beer. Yeah. Look, we're just 3 dudes.
The beer's never gonna stop.
No,
so you guys,
we're just 3 dudes, just in the time of COVID, that decided, you know, we want to hang out and just talk shit and just
nerd out.
You know, yeah. And we wanted to share that with you guys. And if you decide to listen, thank you. We appreciate that. And that's, you know, so just go follow Will at his Chubby Chaser Pro, or what was it? Pro Chubby Chaser?
Well, Twitter is Pro Chubby Chaser.
Yeah,
and
Pro
then
Chubby Chaser.
The Twitch is like twitch.tv/Chubby Chaser Pro.
Yeah, go do that for him. And go follow Benji at...
I will actually tell everybody just to follow my Instagram, because I have a Linktree link to my bio on there. So it's basically my Linktree /SithKill308. As everybody knows, it's been my gamer tag for almost more than 20 years. And I just wanted to end this segment and say thank you all as well for listening. And this is the end of our podcast.
Well, not of the podcast, of the episode.
Of the episode.
I said episode 1.
Someone's a little too toasty. But...
Oh, just like episode 1, like the Phantom Menace?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit, all right. That's it.
Bye.
Later on, guys.
Peace.